Hi guys, welcome to my live stream. Okay, welcome to this live stream. It's Jume Prista. If it's your first time seeing this face, okay, you're very welcome. If you're coming in, please share the live stream. Give us a thumbs up so that we could get this video recommended by YouTube. Okay, so we had to go live on Tuesday, but for some reasons we could not make it. We are sorry. We had so many runs. So today we are here, and as you've seen from the title, we'll be talking about a whole lot of things. We are going live twice a week. Yeah, twice a week. And the next one will be probably, hopefully, on Saturday or Sunday, but we just know we're going twice a week, okay? So you've seen from the title, we'll be talking about this Nigerian woman from Italy. They've been living in Italy for a while, and they came on vacation to Nigeria. And arriving at the Lagos airport, she did something. She tore her husband's passport. We're also going to talk about some students in a school which we're not going to mention the name in Nigeria that were under duress. They didn't perform well in their exams, so they were asked to destroy their phones by the parents association in school. These two topics, come in here. You leave us your opinion, what you think about this down in the comment section, and we're going to discuss this, okay? So let me see, trying to share myself. Okay, we're back. We see three amazing people in the house. Welcome. Please give us a thumbs up as you're coming in and share the video, okay? Thank you all for joining. Thank you so much for joining. So tell us, we're going to start about this Nigerian woman from Italy. They've been living there for a while. This is something that trended in the internet a few days back. So this woman, please give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. She left with her two kids from Italy, and they were coming on vacation in Nigeria precisely. When they got to the Lagos airport, she did something, guys. She tore her husband's passport. That news has just been hitting the internet so red. People have been bashing her basketballs. Bloggers have been carrying this issue left and right, and everybody has been analyzing it from his or her own dimension. This woman came up live. She made a video after this happened, a day after, explaining herself, like what happened. Guys, you needed to watch that video at the airport. This family actually, they have social media channels on YouTube and on Instagram. So it shows that it's very obvious they used to run videos, they do videos, and their camera was on. Their camera was on when this action happened. It was just crazy. It was just so terrible. Many people could not believe she did this. And she was so angry. She was so pissed off. After she thought it, she was like, if you like, stay here, I'm going. If you like, stay here, I'm going. What do you think would have prompted such an action from a woman at the airport? Tell us down in the comment section, okay? If you're just coming in, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Please give us a thumbs up, like the video, and share the video if you can, okay? So this woman came up live, and people were expecting her to explain herself, like to tell the public, to tell the world what happened, why she took such an action. Because first of all, it's good to note that this action that she took, tearing a country's, is like tearing a government property. This action she made is a crime. It's illegal. Normally, she's supposed to be arrested. That is a crime. That's a country's property. It's against the Nigerian constitution. Normally, the police were supposed to arrest her at the spot, like right away. But We are just so surprised to see her trending, making videos. Her husband is coming up with videos. They are doing videos, bass boss. Oh, random boy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the support. Thanks a lot. Okay. So people just came onto them from left to right. I guess she's been arrested after the incident. She came off live, and what she was saying is she's been going through a whole lot. While they were in Italy, her husband has been really putting her through a lot. She's even suffering psychologically from whatsoever happened. Like, all the years they've been out there with her kids, they have social media platform, even her own personal platform. The husband is the one holding the password, he's the one managing it. When a content creator gets angry because the partner or someone is managing his social media platform, then you get to realize that it's business. Some of you that are not content creators, some of you that don't understand what is happening on the social media street, will not understand why this woman is so bitter. It's a platform, it's a business. She generates income from there. It's her personal account. Thank you so much, random boy. Thank you so much for the support. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. This will go a long way. Thank you so much. So some of you will not really understand what it means. She generates money from there. It's her personal account. She puts in energy, she puts in time, she puts in even data. That's if you're in Africa. But over there, in the Western world, they still pay bills for the internet they use. Some people will claim, oh no, they have free internet. They pay bills for this. So this woman claims that she's putting in all her energy for that, and her husband is the one managing it. The husband has not been treating her well. There are some terms we'll avoid to use here because it's against the YouTube policy, against the rule on YouTube. So we sometimes avoid to use some terms, okay? So this woman says that her husband has not been treating her well. He has not been giving her the full care and support she deserves. Has seized her social media or is the one managing her platforms. So that is the reason. She was like, if you people come to batch me, like people are fighting me for the action I took. Guys, please give the video a thumbs up and share the video. Please just give the video a thumbs up, okay? If people are bashing me for this action I did, have you tried to find out the reason? In that video she made, she did not even give some valid reasons. Like, she did not give very solid reasons why she did took that action. Just what I mentioned. And when I said they are not very solid reasons, that's from my own perspective, okay? Someone else could reason it differently, but that's from my own perspective. She just ranted and complained and said all sort of things. But from that video, it shows that whatever was trending on the net was a real video, a real action. And she was pleading guilty as per that video, like she did it intentionally out of anger. And somehow she claimed that she's suffering psychologically because of the way her husband has been treating her over there. Now she says they are back in Lagos. She said in that video that the reason she did that was because over here in Lagos, she just wanted the man, the husband, since he's also a Nigerian, to remain in Nigeria. I mean, after the vacation, she and the kids will return back, and it may take the husband maybe a long time to regain another passport or travel back. So it was her own way of fighting him back for all what he has done. It was her own way of fighting. But let's try to analyze these guys. You are in the Western world. I don't know the Italian rules and regulation, but I know out there it's easier to divorce. Yes, if you see that it's not working, the relationship is not working. If you see that your head is off, guys, like you can't take it anymore, quit. Separate. If you don't want to divorce, separate. If your life is at stake, like separate. Leave the man. There's something called child support over there in the Western world. She could follow up documents and the husband will keep supporting her because of the kids, like sending child support for the kids, and everything goes on well. No matter the extent, the degree, no matter what the man had done, I still think she could have reasoned and took a better action where there will be a win-win, not not going to this extent. Like here she lost her crown. Yeah, I can call it losing her crown, because the action she took did not dignify her. It just made her look bad in the eyes of the public. It made her look bad. She should just be thankful that the Nigerian police did not act immediately, like right at the airport, like instantly. If you watch this video trending, we can't share content here because of copyright and things like that. If you watch this trending video, it shows that when they were just about to enter the airport, the police were there. It's not like they had to go and call. They saw the action. Others that flew the same flight with them, that were with their luggage, they were just busy telling this man, "You're a man, you're a man." The fact that you didn't react shows that you're a man. Just take it like that. They were trying to console him. They were trying to boast his steel. They were his teeth. They were trying to let him not feel down after what happened. Some people analyze this thing like, if a woman can take such an action in public, you can then imagine what is happening in their four walls, like in the house. You can imagine what is happening in the house. It's really sad to know that they do these things with your kids around. Children learn a whole lot, and they learn from their parents. I mean, if you're having a family, if you're at that stage where you choose to raise kids, you choose to have children of your own, know that it's an important responsibility you just took. Yeah, I'm getting serious because a whole lot of things is being said about this issue. Raising kids is an important responsibility. They are gifts from God. Once you failed at that initial stage, you failed almost for life. I won't say you failed for life, but I'll say you failed almost, because there is still a chance, somehow, by the grace of God, to redeem these children again. Once you fail at this early stage, children see a lot. Today we have husbands or wives that are so bitter in their matrimonial home. We have men that are married, but they don't act responsibly. They don't treat women as weaker vessels. They don't even cherish. They don't give women their crowns. They don't dignify women the way it's supposed to be. And we owe this to probably the way they were raised up, the way the things they saw their parents doing while growing up. Sometimes they grow up thinking that these things are normal. It's supposed to be like that. A man is supposed to fight back. A man is, yeah, men are the head of the family, but they start feeling like you have to be fully dominant. A woman does not have a say in the house. Like, that is one of the reasons why we have failed marriages today. So with these kids around and the parents acting like this is crazy. But there is good news. There is a bit of controversy in the whole issue. This man came up live. No, he made a video which he shared on a social media platform, and he was trying to how do they say in French? They say regagner les pots cassés. All these broken vessels, he's trying to regain everything to make something good out of it. He's trying to defend his wife. Yeah, he's defending his wife, because this man is pleading with the Nigerian or Lagos embassy that they should release his wife. That what they were doing, they were just creating content. It was a skit. They were acting like, this is the man's reason, this is what he says. That they were just acting a skit. They were just creating content. And what this woman thought normally on in front, that what people saw her tearing was not a real passport. He has his passport with him, and it was just content creation. He came on that video. He was with his two kids, a boy and a girl, and he was asking them to plead along with the public, to beg the public, to beg the embassy to forgive the wife, to to recede into the matter and let things go. And there too, he was talking to bloggers, all these bloggers left and right that were dragging it. Everybody was narrating, interpreting, adding sugar and salt to the whole matter. He was like telling them they should make sure they get full details before they carry a news around, before circulating it. They even say when sharing that video, they never knew that it's going to take them to that extent. They never knew that it's going to go that viral. People are going to react that way. But you see the two sides of the story. The man is begging that the woman, it was a skit. It was content they were creating. It was not a real passport. Yet he did not show us his passport on the video he made. He did not show us his passport. He claimed he has his passport with him. He even claimed that the airport, the Lagos airport on that day, he showed them his original passport and that the police should investigate into the matter. Thank you all of those that are coming in. I'm seeing you all. Thank you so much. And if you are rewatching this, you drop us your opinion on the comment section about this issue. You've seen from the title we are talking about this Nigerian lady from Nigerian woman from Italy. Yeah, she left with her family, her husband and two kids, beautiful kids, from Italy. They came on vacation to Lagos, Nigeria, and arriving at the Lagos airport, she, out of anger, tore her husband's passport. So this news is trending and people are dragging her and the husband, giving all your opinions. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. So in the comment section, just tell us if you've heard about this story. Tell us what you think about this issue. What must have pushed this woman to go to this degree? And does this make this man less of a man because he didn't fight back? Eventually, too, we'll talk about this school. School will be reopening very soon. In Africa, in Cameroon, it will be in September. And I know in other countries, too, they'll soon resume. I would also like us to talk about this school, what happened to some students, and still in Nigeria, they were under duress to destroy their phones. So just stay tuned, share the video, and give it a thumbs up. Drop us your comments, okay? So this man gave his own version, begging that it was a skit, claiming that he has his passport. The woman came, made her own video, saying that she's going through a lot. She was going through a lot in Italy. The husband was not treating her fairly. The husband was the one managing all their social media platforms, including hers, which she was not happy about. And she has gone through a lot in her husband's house. It has even pushed her to develop some mental issues, and somehow she's pleading guilty in that action, but the husband is claiming that it's a skit. So too controversial, you get it. Another thing, the woman was arrested because she destroyed government property. Yeah, destroying a passport. I think her action was so impulsive. When you've been pushed to the wall to a certain extent that you can't handle it, the adrenaline in you will push you to somehow. I don't know if it was a reflex action. At one point, I want to think it was a reflex action that she acted impulsively, but still, I don't think when you reanalyze, you realize it wasn't a reflex action. Like she has been planning it, because the reason she gave was that she does not want the husband to follow them back, like or immediately when they'll be returning back to Italy. Like she has gone through a lot in her husband's house, so it was her own way of fighting back, So tell me, do you think she took the right action? And when you watch this training video, this man did nothing, like nothing about it. He was just so shocked. He could not handle it. Do you think this makes him less of a man? Do you think it's the woman that is the man in the house, the dogu when they are in the house? And concerning the kids, we said it's bad. It's a real bad example. The children will be learning. They will not be learning some good lessons while growing up. When the family is in this dimension, when the family is this shattered, they would not be learning anything good from that. So we are following up the story. Eventually, we'll give you updates on how it all ended. We don't know. We don't think until date she hasn't still been released, because the husband came up pleading the Nigerian embassy or the Lagos embassy that it was a skit and they should go into the matter. He has his passport. He should release his wife. He brought even his children into the matter, asking them to plead, the public, the vloggers, the police, and every competent authority that is up following the case. So that's just it. We really have to be careful. We know women are going through a lot, and as a woman, I'm not in support of a woman going through when a woman is not in good conditions in the house. So many times we've asked that if it's not working, or yeah, blink. If it's not working, leave. It is not working. If your heart, life is at stake, oh yeah, we can separate. or if it's that worst, you can divorce. For those that of you that are in the Western world, you have an advantage. Child support may even help you to still take care of your children. The man will still be paying some money for support to the kids. So, guys, that is it. That is it. That is it. We're going to talk about the second story. We are up. We do go live twice a week. Yes, twice a week. We failed it on Tuesday. So, this is the first for this week. And hopefully by the weekend we are still going to go live talking about trending issues in the world. And not the aim is not to drag people or just creating content. Our aim is to learn some moral lessons from all these issues trending. We are not here on this channel to drag people for content or for the money. No, we are here to learn lessons. People burn their data, they spend their time watching things on social media without learning anything. So that's why we are here. So you can hop in if you have an opinion to share, okay? So guys, now we're going to talk about the school. It will soon be back to school. Children will be going back to school. And that's why I really want to talk about this topic. I really want to talk about this topic. Some students in a school still in Nigeria, and Nigeria is on the map, like Nigeria is on the map. Hey, apart from the political instability, the inflation, like a whole lot is happening in Nigeria. I don't know, I don't get it, I don't really get it. But they have been hitting the internet lately. So there is this school in Nigeria, I won't call the name. After the results were released, they realized that most of the students didn't perform well. Yes, they didn't perform well in school. And during a parents association meeting that was held, the parents all agreed that the students would destroy their phones right in front of the teachers and their parents and all others. Like they had to destroy their phones. It was just so terrible. It was really so terrible. Let me see if I can get you. Okay, let me just show you guys. I hope you'll be able to see. Oh, can you see that? It's actually, I think, a Muslim school. Those are phones they are destroying. Okay, we'll end it here for copyright issues. Okay, we may be tagged for copyright if we continue this video, but I think if you tap that on the internet you get it. Okay, go to on Instagram, you're going to have it. So these students were under duress, like they were obliged to destroy their phones. With this economy, guys, with what is presently going on in Nigeria, if you're following the news, if you're following the news, you realize that Nigeria is on fire since the new administration came in. A lot is happening. They have food, but they can't even purchase. Everything has gone up, like inflation. It's on a different level. I don't want to talk about that level. It's politics. I don't like to drag it up. So, in this school, these teachers, they held a meeting. Students, they performed poorly. They asked them to bring their phone, to destroy them in front of your parents teachers meeting. What do you think about this? Was it like the right way? Was it the right thing to do in order to help the students to perform better? Do you think it was the right thing to do? You tell us your opinion, write down, and I'll discuss about it. I'll tell you what I think about it. First of all, I think that from an early stage, you should start instilling in children. If your child start going to school, it's good to start instilling in that child the value of education. Parents nowadays are so focused on making money. They abandon your children to nannies and relatives in the house. They go to work, come back at late hours. Sometimes they leave very early, come back when the kids are asleep. They don't even have time to check their books. They don't have time to take them through their lessons. Once the children have managed to do their assignments and they're going back, they don't care. I think from a very young age. They have to instill the value of education, like make the child see how important. It's not just going to school that is the business, but you have to go to school and go to school the right way. Teachers have to do their work back in school. Parents to have their own part to play in the house. When you start that from the tender age, as a child is growing up, it comes to like education somehow. I don't say all children will turn up like it. There are some children that naturally they don't like school. Yes, they don't like school. This story just made me to remember something that happened some years ago. My brother was teaching. He was a house teacher of one one little boy. Back then that child was in class 1, primary. Yes, I don't know, primary 1 you can call it. And my brother was the one taking this child as a home teacher, helping him revise his things in school. And one day, that child was in Nigeria. I don't know. I don't have a beef. I don't have anything to do. I don't have any problem with Nigerians. People should not start thinking of something else, thinking that I hate them. I don't hate them. That child was from a Nigerian family. And one day, a child of primary 1, a boy, Ake was barely 5 years old at the time. He told his father one day in front of his home teacher that, Daddy, I don't want to go to school anymore. I don't want to go to school anymore. The father was so shocked. At 5, I don't want to go to school. And his father said, shut up. You don't want to go to school. What do you want to do? He said, Daddy, I want to follow you to the shop. I want to do business. I want to learn business. At 5, guys, at 5. Just imagine a child at that age saying he wants to do business, he wants to learn, he wants to follow the father to the shop. You may think it's just for the pleasure of it, okay, he doesn't want to sit down, but it's good to know that that child eventually he grew up to like school. He pushed the parents to put in more effort on pushing this child to like school, and today he's doing so well. He has graduated from had his advanced level, he has done professional school, today he's working and he's doing so well. This is just to say that some children naturally may come up with that tendency of not liking education. Others will love bookwork, like others will love education, while others will not. So parents have to play a role in helping these children to love education. Now, if you start from an early age, eventually to get to the student age, they will be self-conscious, like conscious of the fees the parents are paying, the time they are wasting in school to learn. They will be conscious about a whole lot of things, and it will push them, yes, it will push them to want to make their parents proud and even themselves proud. Hey, Jessica, thank you so much. Don't mind me. I'm filming from outside today. Thank you so much for coming. I hope the family, your husband is fine. So, guys, if you study from an early age, the children will become conscious. Now, before technology came, I'm just analyzing this issue of these students in Nigeria that were under duress to destroy their phones in school because they performed poorly in the exams. Before technology, before phones came, pikin dem be still dull for school. Yes, so one dem be still fail. They be still fail exam. So if they fail today, not be just because of phones. It's just to say that I did not think destroying these phones was the best decision to take. For me, I don't think so. It wasn't the best decision to take. Things are hard. The economy is hard. Some of those phones were bought by their parents. Some of those phones were bought by their relatives. Some were bought by their which we don't want to mention. They are still students. They're not supposed to get to that stage, but I don't want to call names. So it's expensive. You could have gifted. For me, the parents could have seized those phones. What I know that happens often, even in Cameroon, at the start of the academic year, parents will seize your children's phones. Like they'll pick them and tell the children, At the end of the year, at the end of the term, like every holiday, I'll give you the phone. Some may decide to keep it until at the end of the academic year and then they release the phone. That's a good option. But if you want the child to take off his mind completely off the phone, you could have decided maybe to gift that phone to a friend, to a relative, to a less privileged person. Let the child see that that phone is no more, like it's out of the house. It's a better option for me. That is what I think. It's a better option because it doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't make sense having children destroy your phones because they didn't perform well. I don't think it makes sense. I don't really think it makes sense. I'll read some comments that I saw on that video. Somebody said, children are often distracted when they are not adequately and properly engaged, both in school and at home. Destroying their phones alone will not do the magic, but to vet the quality of the teachers and their learning environment to ensure that school activities are not seen as a psychological burden but an exciting interaction for growth and personal development. Perfect. That's just my line of thought. They should examine the teachers first of all in the school. Are they doing their best? Are they giving the quality education that these children need? One aspect. Another thing, children should not feel that going to school is just a distraction. Mm-mm. They should know the importance of it. They should know the importance of it. Another comment said that as harsh as this may appear, that's destroying the phones, it appears to be a better option to take their minds off the phones completely and concentrate on the schoolwork. Seizing them could still bring about some level of distraction when they know it's somewhere to be picked up someday. Well, I beg to disagree on these comments. They could seize and gift someone. They could seize it and give it, offer it, gift it to somebody. That will do well. Or if you don't want to give somebody, give the child the impression that you've offered it to somebody. One day you can just tell the child, parcel that phone, bring it, look for a good plastic bag, let me put it inside. Put it inside in front of the child and tell him you'll be gifting this phone to your friends. I mean, somebody he or she does not know. Why? Because you don't want the child to go back to this person maybe and find out if he was gifted a phone. You get it? Yeah. Give that child the impression that you have gifted the phone if you don't want to gift it. And it will push the child to take his mind off the phone. Okay, another comment said that I hope they will post it if they are performing better after this action. That was crazy. That was sarcastic. I love this comment so much. Usually they show us this line of action. Eventually we want to see the after. Like, did the children perform better after this action? Let me tell you, we are looking forward for updates, and I'll bring you the updates here once it's right, when it's marked. I mean, once it's there, I'll give you the updates. Count on me, because we need it. If the children later perform well, it would so prove to us that that action they took, the decision, the discipline they gave the children was actually the best because it helped to solve the problem. Today, children are so distracted at a tender age, like at a tender age. If you see what children discuss, a child of class 4, primary 4, some of even primary 5, they already have boyfriends and girlfriends. Yes, in this economy, in this generation that we are living in, they have boyfriends. They will tell you, my boyfriend, my girlfriend. We parents, we really have to be observant. We have to watch our kids. Thank you for those coming in. Thank you so much. Please give us a thumbs up. Please share the video as you're coming in, okay? Jess, are you still around? Okay. Children today, they do a whole lot at their very tender age. It's just to tell you to what level that this technology has has taken children today. It's such a pity and such a shame. It's today it's even very hard to raise up responsible children. It's hard but not impossible, okay? It's hard but not impossible. And Some people even claim, which I also think is true, that they could have even helped these people to use this phone for their research work. That aspect, that reason, somehow the children will still be distracted, because some people on the comment section claim that they could have let the children, the students, have their phones and instead teach them how they could use them for their school research activities, which somehow could have still been a distraction as per my opinion. Okay, it could have still been a distraction for the students. So okay, we have another comment here. They say, with or without phone, pikin wey go do well go do well, not by doing this is pure wickedness. Even when phone never dey, people wey no do well still dey. That was one thing I said. But attaching this as pure wickedness, I don't think it's wickedness. They were just extreme with their discipline. Okay, they say spare the rod and spoil the child. That's what the Bible says. They were just extreme in their decision, but I don't think it's wickedness, because some of this phone was bought by their parents. Okay, some of these phones were bought by their parents. So, guys, as the academic year is coming up, it will soon be starting. Back to school is on its way. As parents, let's try to sit up. Yeah, yeah. Let's really try to sit up with the time we'll define for our children, the time we'll spend with them. Not just taking them to the park for recreations during weekends, but make sure every day when they return from school, you check their books to see what they did in school that day. Make sure you help them do their assignment. Make sure you instill to them the value of education. It is so important. This will help to build up better students in future. Teachers, they put in a whole lot of work. Yes, they put in a whole lot of work. But still they are underrated. They are not placed at the level they are supposed to be placed in the society. Teachers raise up presidents, they bring up lawyers, they bring up, I mean, every important function out there in the society was being taken care by teachers. It stands to teachers that we have all these people out there, but the salary they pay most of these teachers is such a pity, especially in most African countries. It's such a pity. This just reminds me, I was talking with my sister cousin in Dubai, and she was complaining. Being a teacher in Cameroon, she was teaching in Cameroon, guys. She was teaching lower nursery school to the children, and sometimes you will have about 40 and even 50 people in class. Then she relocated. Sorry, she's not in Dubai, she's in Canada. Sorry. Then she moved to Canada, and she's complaining that she, as a teacher, she's still teaching in daycare. She's entitled to 8 children in school, but those 8 children are like 60 children. Like 60. I mean, for somebody that has taught over 40 people in the past, all of a sudden 8 children are like 60 children for her. The stress, the trauma, the headache, it's not easy. And she attributes this to the fact that the country's law or school laws do not permit teachers to discipline children physically. Like in Africa, if you do bad, they beat you. Teacher they beat you. Like a teacher has a right, like over the students, even more than the students' parent. Like you see your teacher on the roads, the type of respect you give that person, be it a man or a woman, because you know he can order for discipline and it is given. They back you up. They give you latches. I'm using terms here and I'm beginning to be afraid. In Africa, in school, they make sure they discipline you to the proper degree. That's physical discipline. Now, in most Western world, you're not permitted to do so. And for those of us that would leave Africa, will go there, you realize it becomes so difficult. Imagine all this time, this energy you invest on a child, on a student, and at the end of the day, they can't even make you smile with your performance. They can't even give you good performance to be able to prove to you and to the world that you did a good job. Because good credit will go to teachers and even the students when the child performs well. But if when it's a case like this trending news of these students, you begin to see that even the teachers' fingers are pointed at them for the work they are doing. So that was it, guys. We're not going to go. Usually we'll make a live stream 1 hour or less. We don't want it to be too long. If you're rewatching this, drop me your opinion on this story down in the comment section. We've talked about the students that were under duress by the students, by their parents, the Parents Association, students in a school in Nigeria, to destroy their phones in front of the teachers and parents because they didn't perform well. We also talk about this family that was moving from Italy to Nigeria on vacation, a family of 2 kids. The wife, once they got to the Lagos, Nigeria embassy, she, out of anger, destroyed her husband's passport, which, according to the Nigerian law, it's supposed to be a crime because that's a government property you are destroying. And we're surprised, we're so shocked that she went scot-free after that action. Like, she did it in front of some uniformed men, like in front of some policemen at the airport, and she went scot-free. Some people are beginning to wonder, people that don't know their own rights in this country, now government rights, they go begin to master. So this woman came up after the issue. She was dragged, like she was dragged on the streets of social media, left and right. Bloggers toasted her. They claim they never knew it would go to this extent. The woman somehow pleads guilty to it, like she acknowledged doing this out of her conscious mind, because she said she went through a lot in her husband's house hands when they were over in Italy. The man was not treating her well, so it's her own way of disciplining him, so that when they will be going back after vacation, she'll go with the kids and the man will find it difficult to follow because he has destroyed the passport. That was the reason they gave. The husband came up, did a video days after this issue, and claimed that since they are content creators, they were just acting. It was a skit. They were just acting for content. These are two controversial reasons, two reasons that do not even some people are even wondering. They are like, probably this man has received it bad blows, like woto from the in-laws over the way he treated the wife. How Ajang Abraham is on live. Thank you for coming. Oh, he says, you do well for the info. I will not let my wife touch my passport again. Let me just go and collect my passport right away. I'm sure your wife is not the type of wife that we saw being dragged out there. I'm sure, except you better know how, right? Well, it's not like every woman is like that, okay? But I think sometimes it all depends on what the woman was going out in the house. But as I said, if you didn't watch from the beginning, I didn't side with what she did. I kicked against her action. She lost her crown, she lost her flower, she lost everything after doing that in public. Yes, she lost a whole lot. It just shows that in the house she can do worse than what she did in public. There were better options. Yeah, she's out there filing for a divorce in Italy is way easier than doing it in Nigeria, which is the country. If you realize that the relationship is no longer working, she could go in for a divorce, she could separate, and then put the husband on child support. The children will be on child support, receiving, you get it, you get it. So that was it. We are going to end this video here. Please share this video on your platforms, WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, give the video a thumbs up. And thank you all for those of you that were here. Thank you so much for sharing your opinion. If you're rewatching this, tell me your opinion right down in the comment section. So we're going to leave you here and see you on the weekend for my next video. And for all of you that supported me in one way or the other, I truly, truly, truly appreciate your support. Okay, see you in my next video. Bye bye.